But I'm gonna do it. 30 minutes into the stream. I've gotten no progress. Let's go. Living fine and fancy free today. I do want to still play through the Chronicles game, Resident Evil Chronicles games, so that's probably gonna bleed into November. It's time for Halloween 2, everybody. Halloween overtime. I still gotta beat Legends. Like, I'm just trying to deathless Legends at this point. Because Legends lives in a fucked up realm where it's like, you just might as well just deathless the video game. If you don't deathless the video game, then it's like, you're just gonna have a harder time about it. Yeah, there is Day of the Dead. True. Wow, bats hurt like hell in this game, huh? Excuse me, you should have been dead? Oh, yeah. Go away. Alright, cool. Mega Man Legends, the 64 version, is such a technical marvel. Is it a good port? No. No, it is not. Especially in this day and age where playing the original Legends is utterly accessible. Owned. I did it again. Whatever. I'm just hanging on to the knife. Knife until I get holy water. Then I'll just triple shot holy water. Hold the button for too long there. That's fine. I'm invulnerable. Can't touch me, skeletons. Fool skeletons can't hurt me. God, I love... The dragon heads are so goofy. Goofy. Oh, we got a holy water lob in this game. Noted. Unless you jump shot it. Like so. Right. Come on. Got him. Got him, GG, shake my hand. Alright, note to self. There's the stupid thing. Excuse me, what with these respawning horse heads? That's illegal. No, I don't want the stopwatch. Uh-oh. The lob comes out slower than I thought it did. Speaking of Castlevania, there's the Castlevania Legends tournament tomorrow that I really haven't been advertising because I've had a lot going on in life, let me tell you. Oh no, I got the knife. Oh well. I can whip duel the first boss. Aha, I know your tricks. I know your game. Do the safe crouch walk. Wow, okay. Game bamboozled me. Breaking her apart and then reconstituting yourself like that probably wasn't necessary, but you do you, skeleton. Stage 2. Evil moss creatures. Oh no. The soundtrack, though, goes places. It was good places. Okay, they can die. Little weird armadillo creatures. Anything cool over here? Well, yes. Bunch of hearts. We take those. Legitimately thought I was not going to make that jump. Oh, you're tricky with it. Nah, I don't have to mess with that. Alright, what new and exciting horrors wait for me through here? Let me tell you, this is not a game I've memorized. Stupid bird! Stupid bird! Okay. Acceptable. Stopwatch gaming. Stupid frog. Whoops. That could have been a lot more poorly for me. I just wanted that meat, okay. Oh, 1-up. Got that going for me. Always feels like those platforms that have, like, the drop below them. Feels like it's just like I step on that, it's a trap. Hello, Medusa. Okay. Got it. Oh, I didn't realize that frog was still alive. Oh, okay. It's just horrible mud. Got it. Won't actually kill you. Oh, hey, cross. Sick. This should make this fight a little bit more bearable. There we go. A lot easier. Now we ride the waves, got the triple shot. Rup! Weird water magic. I'm dumb. I jumped right into that enemy, even though I didn't need to. Ooh, yeah. I like small health. Got him. Can't just change the water on me, that's illegal. It goes against the laws of physics and everything. But then again, this is magic. Magic doesn't give a shit about physics. Wizards have no sense of right or wrong. I love accidental secret one-ups. Oh yeah, Medusa is the stage boss. She just happens early, got it. I don't remember if that water hurts me. Going to assume it does. You never know with things dripping from ceilings, you know? It could be evil cave water. Evil cave water. I'm Arnold. I don't know why I'm immediately dropping into the funny voices. It's clearly... Yeah, that's exactly the voice I'm doing right now. That's so true. I have not. I have never been called Flufftacular, and you know what? Powerful. Hello, first-time chatter, Dark Lord Nor. Very powerful first-time chat, unironically. You have my praise. Oh no, that was the axe. Oh well, I'll live. Plenty of crosses. Yeah, like right there. Granted, I have to reform up the double triple shot, but I can live with that. I already got the double shot back. I think playing this as a teenager, when I got it on WiiWare, was like... That and playing the Circle the Moon was like, the cross is the best Castlevania weapon ever. And then you play Castlevania 1 and it's like, well, you know, we accidentally made the holy water too good, teehee. There's other games where holy water is good, and there's other games where holy water is not nearly as good. Alright, I've got triple shot, and I feel like enough hearts to clear this, stage, so... I'm just gonna do the smart thing, and... hustle Simon Belmont's... Oh my god, that has an active hurt box! How dare! I like Ghosts and Goblins. I am utter trash at Ghosts and Goblins. I still want to play the PSP and the modern one. I still haven't played those ones. But I do really like Ghosts and Goblins. It's a fun series. I mained Arthur in UMVC 3 because he's funny zoner guy. I made a lot of people salty back when I played. Casually, of course, where I would just, like... I start the fight out with Arthur, gold armor him, he has his, the torch assist, and it's like... Alright, I can just spam this now, because he's power-up torch, and there ain't shit you're doing. And people got mad at me for that, and I'm just like, ha! Ha! Scrub. I see. I see Ryu is knows what I'm talking about. I was like Deadpool, Arthur. Ooh, okay. Noted. I played Deadpool, Arthur, and I never really had like a consistent third after that point. I wanted to like Thor, but Thor is just like way too slow for me. Even in UMVC 3. I think I wanted to try liking Zero because like I was a TVC player, but something about Marvel 3 Zero just wasn't clicking with me. TVC, I was a bit of a war criminal because I played Zero and Tekken and Blade. Oops, accidental top tier team. Blade isn't like as S tier as Zero is in that game, but Blade's really good in that game. I think Blade even had like Volteca infinites if you had the meter. It was very funny. Ooh, right just a few pixels above the death plane there. Damn. Scary. I think this video game might be spooky. World of Horror, chump shit. Super Castlevania IV, now there's the real terror of video gaming. Well, that's rude. Oh! Fucker. Alright, got the triple shot. Course. Ugh. You know, I should have anticipated that, but I didn't. So, you know. I knew what I was getting into by wanting to play this game by the end of the day. Like, by no stretch of the imagination am I going for a 1cc or Deathless here. I know what I'm getting into. This is not a game that I feel like I want to learn. Whoops, that's a knife. Oh, well. My ass will live with it. I do really like this game's soundtrack, though. I've already said that, but I'm saying it again. See you there. Got him. Up. Am I screwed? Oh man, I love being screwed. Thanks, Konami. Love you, Konami. I guess I'm not that screwed, but incredibly annoying. Can I even make that jump? If I scroll off screen, does it respawn those platforms? Okay, it does. Ugh. I know Konami like their games hard, but it feels a little ridiculous with it. Yeah, you know what? Whatever. Not worth it. I mean, yeah, it drops all big hearts, but excuse? Alright, fine. This game's making me grumpy, I'm not gonna lie. I've beaten this game before, but definitely was far younger, and not freezing to death in my own home. Damn it all. Why do you make the upgrade item disappear? Cruelty. Cruelty incarnate, game. Yeah, we got that moonwalk. This is the boss, right? Yeah. Sprite limit! You'll get caught in the sprite limit! Excuse me? I feel like I can turn the game up a little bit. Oh, hello, creepy secret law. Hello, creepy skeleton skull looking at me. Hello, guy behind the thing. And also, if, like, you take damage and you're on one of the flippy platforms, it flips on you and then you die because Konami were criminals. That's what I'm remembering. Maybe I'm misremembering. Ah, fuck me. Cool. It's probably I don't have the right mentality for this game, but I think after playing so many other Castlevanias, it's just kind of like I have no clue how you're supposed to pass that. Because Simon does not have, like, Simon's walk-off ability, and it's still technically you're landing on it. Also, you'd think I would have learned, but... Sometimes I'm convinced when I play games like this that I've reached some kind of anti-piracy thing because I'm emulating. But the reality of the situation is not, they just built this game like this. Okay, I can jump like the exact moment I land on it, got it. I'm not sure what that landing lag business was earlier. Alright, it's a big heart. Not that I care. Not that I care about the big heart. Skeleton row. Blah! I don't want to be harsh on this game, but... Because I know I'm just not in the right mental state to, like... Oh, God, that's loud. Oh, because, like, my bass volume is at, like, 60%. That's really loud. What is through here? Probably just hearts. And an axe. Suppose that could come in handy. I do have to wonder if this is the type of game you should be playing on an emulator. Because possible input lag could just fuck you over. Which boss is this? Oh, yeah. What a boss that says. Alright, I've made it to the funny room. I do not like this room on account of how long it takes. But Mode 7! I always saw when I originally played it, you had to, like, throw yourself into that pit there to progress. Ah, this wonderful room. Ugh. The room that is actively making me dizzy? Ugh. Sorry, not trying to be a complainy pants. It actually is making me dizzy. And the slowdown is definitely not helping. This fun room. That was rude, but okay, game. I feel like there's something up there, but I don't even know if it's worth it. Meh. Probably like health or 1-up or something I'm denying myself. That sounds bad. I don't know, this is Big Heart. Ah, I denied myself the cross. That feels like a pain in the ass to even try to get, so... Okay, that's not the way to go. Got it. Understood. That's just a room.
Fuck!
Yeah. Maybe. Oh boy, Big Heart for all of no sub-weapon that I have. Bit of a moderately evil room, if you ask me. Only moderately evil. Right, this is Golem, right? We gotta fight the Mode 7 boss. We showed off all this Mode 7, now it's time for more Mode 7 with horrible flashing. Konami are actively criminals. Oh, the gold bat flashing's awful, yeah. Stage 5. Oh, we're using the demon creatures. Got it. Not the flea men. Okay, cool. Cross. The demon rabbits, yeah. Double shot. Hey, excuse me. You're not supposed to jump all the way up here. That's illegal. Oh no, that's just decorative. Got him. Damn it all. You'd think I'd learn. Oh, these motherfuckers take two. Okay, got it. Oh, I'm running out of time. Okay. Well, I'm in the castle proper, so. Oh, that was close. Fucking low angle bat. Not gonna be able to get that. Oh yeah, Chandelier room. You love that mode 7, right? I pressed the jump button. Did that thing. Too used to video games having coyote time from my childhood. Yes, yes, I know. I'm making up people now. Because I've had too much canned feed, my anxiety's high, and I'm just like, ugh! Okay. Why'd I commit to that? I'm dumb. Slowly. Got up there last time doing via this way. I probably shouldn't be trying to make the jump while it's swinging, like, over that way. But it's also like, I would like to one cycle these chandeliers, so I don't have to worry about it. It'd be better safe than sorry, though, you know? Ah. The foolhardiness of Adam. The divine foolishness of Adam. That bat placement and angle of attack is a little fucked up. You know, I should have anticipated that happening. No, just kill me, so I can continue. Konami, you fucking criminals. And I know people really like this game, so I'm not shitting on anyone who really likes this game. I just apparently need to be in a far stronger mentality to enjoy Super Castlevania IV, I suppose. But also, the damage the bats do in this game is way too fucking high. Hmm? Okay, let me know when you get there, please. I know. Okay. My wife is off to a show. Yeah, one moment. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Jeez, I have 4 lives? Huh, that feels high. I thought it was only like 2 you started with. I pressed the stupid jump button. It's probably how that the platform works when it's doing the Mode 7 thing. I think the problem I'm having here is that Super Castlevania IV feels more like Konami was like, oh man, look at all these, and this has been said before, it's like Konami was like, look at all these new bells and whistles the Super Famicom has. Instead of making a instead of like doing like a new cromulent Castlevania on the Super Nintendo, let's just redo Castlevania 1. Okay, maybe I am becoming a Castlevania 4 hater. Because, like, I can 1cc, you know, Castlevania 1 just fine. I know 1ccing Rondo as Maria isn't super impressive, but I can do that too. And, like, as hard as Castlevania 3 is, I feel like outside of some choice areas, and if you're playing the US version, like, it at least respects you. Oh, okay, cool. I jumped at the wrong point. Alright, noted. Some things about this game doesn't feel like it respects anyone. Bloodline respects you. Rondo respects you. This and Dracula X? No, they don't respect you. Konami apparently just... I can't really say Konami had it out for the Super Nintendo, because there's like a bunch of other incredibly good, you know, Konami Super Nintendo games out there. Guess in terms of Castlevania, Konami had it out for the Super Nintendo. Contra 3 is pretty good. It is hard, but it's also Contra. You expect that. Hi, Holograph. We're having a good one. I'm probably also just a lot more saltier than usual, because like I said, my heater's broken. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna pay for that. Because I'm probably just gonna need to get a whole new heater for my house. The guy who was checking it out was like, yeah, when they redid the ducting in your house, they did it wrong. And I'm just like, oh, cool. I guess I'm also being impatient. And I need to not, you know? Got it. I see you shaking up there, Chandelier. What? Oh, Lone Candle just shows up. Okay, got it. Okay. Can you kill the ectoplasm in this game? Yeah, you can. Okay. It just takes a lot of hits. Double shot. Take those. That was just me being dumb. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. I'm just acting like the fool. Ah, right. I should have anticipated that. One up. Hooray. Oh, okay. I just wanted to scare me, apparently. Something this game is doing a good job of. Evil hands, but of course. Okay. Sure, I suppose. I'm guessing if I get caught by the evil hands, it, like, makes the Skeleton Knight corporeal. But I could simply just, you know, that. What are you guarding up there, no frames of animation, red skeleton? Okay. Oh, got a poltergeist. Ew. Ah. Oh, one up. Some health at the very least. Back here, huh? Alright. Is it one of those funny respawning one-ups at the very least? It is. Okay. Bunch of hearts, but no sub-weapon for this boss. Frankly, unless it's like triple cross, I don't know what other sub-weapon would work here, you know? I have a clue on how to dodge this enemy, but the fact that it works like that is like, I don't know. Hey, Zero Luck. Hope you have a good one. You'd think I'd learn. Then again, I did learn. I just thought I'd be able to hit it before it becomes, you know... Ugh, I'm just not on my game today. I'm gonna be real. But I wanted to stream, so... Poorly? I'm not gonna mince words. It's not treating me great. Oh, I cornered myself. I know the trick to that boss is you gotta constantly stay in motion so you don't get hit by it. But it's also you have to move at, like, the boss's own pace, otherwise you're just gonna corner yourself. Wait, where's my web upgrade? You know, I don't know. Excuse me. Well, no, that's the bonus one. I got greedy for that cross, so that's on me. Ah! Fuck! That sounds about right. I don't know if I was thinking this out loud or I actually said it, but like, Super Castlevania IV just really comes off as more of a style over substance game. They decided to make a, like, essentially release a tech demo on Konami's side, and they called it Castlevania. Alright, that one's on me, but... And it's also at the same time, like... Once again, I just want to preface this. I'm not knocking on anyone who really likes this game. Like, you're valid. I ain't gonna be that kind of guy who's like, oh, you like X video game? Horrible. Do the gulag with you. 100 years dungeon. And this is like the same complaints I have with, like, you know, Mega Man 8. Where Mega Man 8 feels like a game where it's more style over substance. And, like, the sprite work in this game, some of the animations and stuff, it just feels like this was really budget dimension. Konami wanted a low-cost tech demo. And it just was like, well, we'll make it a Castlevania game. I think that's the most disappointing thing I feel about. Because it's like, you look at the other, like, we're not counting Dracula X for very obvious reasons, but you look at the other Castlevania games of this generation, and it's like, Bloodlines is amazing. Rondo of Blood is amazing. And it's like, oh, maybe we should, you know, think about the poor SNES, owners. Here's Dracula X. What the fuck ever. It just feels weird that on the SNES, this is the treatment Castlevania got. Where it's like, on all other ends, it's like, you got the Gradius 3 port, which is still a hard as hell game, but, you know, people do like that port. You got Axelight, like, in terms of, like, the shoot-em-up, Konami shoot-em-ups on the SNES, they rocked. And it's like, yeah, it's like I was saying earlier, this is just basically a functional remake of Castlevania 1. Which kind of feels cheap in its own right, you know? And I'm not going to say this game's bad. It's not. It's just, this game feels like it's made, Konami made decisions with this game that I just don't particularly agree with. And it's like, at the time, yeah, this was probably the hottest shit ever created. I'm not going to deny that. But when I'm, like, playing a bunch of other Castlevanias for like, a month, it's like, man, this one hurts compared to everything else I played. Yeah, that tracks. Because Rondo's amazing. We all know this. It's just really funny to me that, like, you know, the console that, you know, underperformed in Japan, that got a few Konami games with arguably less budget, I think, than anything else Konami put on the SNES, were absolute bangers. Whoops, that's on me. Even then, like, I think people tend to like the Genesis version of Sparkster / Rocket Knight Adventures. I forget which one is the one that came out on both Genesis and Super Nintendo. I know there's one that's just Genesis exclusive. I know people love that game. Shit! That was close. Oh no, the carpet ghost. I would love it if the carpet ghost stopped respawning. Ugh, I also have a tummy ache because it's far too much caffeine. I'm glad they give you a meat right there, but that's a little mean. You come up the steps and it's like got Castlevania Legends to your stage design going on in some of these parts. Good noise. I don't even have a sub-weapon yet. I'm not gonna bother with that stupid centipede. I love bonus points at the end of rounds. Oh, the pitcher grabs you. Okay. You... I'm upset about that. I'm not gonna lie. I should have seen that coming. Real talk, but it's also like... That just feels cruel. It's like a first time running through the game if you don't have it, or like first time in a while running through the game kind of gotcha. That always feels like bad game design to me. There, like, I guess now I'm like a little bit more in tune this year for Castlevania than I was prior years. It just kind of feels like I always know there's a difference between like, oh, things that are like enjoyable hard and then hard for the sake of being hard. Wait. The enemy lost a pip of health, and then it recovered that pip of health. I saw that game. There was rollback frames on that creature's health. Alright, time for the very steamy treasure room, if I recall correctly. Nope, not yet. Still have a little bit before the steamy treasure room. Oh, there's the sky acid. That's what I'm calling it. I'm calling it sky acid. Now, in a total vacuum, like, oh, here's the new Castlevania for the hit new console. Like, yeah, I can see this being a hit by the end of the day, but we do not exist in that vacuum anymore. It's the modern era. We have all these games, and like at our fingertips, and even like most potatoes can, you know, run some kind of emulator. I say most. I know some can. Of course. I got lucky. Yeah, you can't... Okay, this is not a game where you can stand on the dragon pillars. So if you don't have a sub-weapon there, you're kind of screwed. And this game's, like, a little too long, in my opinion, that, like, if you take a death, you should reset it, unless you really want that deathless. And I recall a lot of people saying, like, the deathless in this is, like... I'm pretty certain Doc herself said it, that, the deathless in this is, like, extremely hard. Like, if you're trying to do that. I should have saw that coming. I'm gonna be real. Whoops, I wasn't paying attention. Alright. Let's just reset this. Take the continue here. At least it's unlimited continues. So you can brute force your way through this game. Alright. The placement of these eyes, too, is like, excuse me. I hate the fact that I'm thinking about this game, and I'm like, this game has similar energy to Castlevania Legends. This is a far more cromulent game by the end of the day, but it's like, with some of these enemies, that's what I'm like, that's the feeling I'm getting, and I'm wondering if there's any crossover with this dev team and the dev teams who made, the Game Boy games. I would love that beef. Like, I also noticed, too, a lot of the candles in the game, you either need to, like, diagonal whip or jump to get to them, and it's like, but that was never really the case in any Castlevania that I recall off the top of my head. One of those situations where I feel like if I rode that all the way to the top... Aha. Let's see what you're about, Dan. That would have been useful a few seconds ago. Whoa. Ah, there it is. Of course. I mean, and it's poison water, so slowly drain your health. Checkpoint, so it's still all the way back here. Then again, I didn't like hit a new block, so that's understandable. In a way, I get it. First playthrough of games, either like legitimately the first time through, or you haven't played this game in over 2 decades playthroughs. Like, yeah, they're gonna be tough because you don't know what's going on, but it's like, I don't know. Maybe I'm applying too much of like my general experiences over the past couple years with video games to this game. It's hard to articulate. It's that it's the je ne sais quoi, you know? As hesitant as I am to use the term game feel here, it's like it's the game feel. The game feels off. I say hesitant to use the term game feel just because it's like it's one of those buzzwords that has become a loaded term within the last decade, you know? Oh, okay, cool. The death plane on that one is a lot more crazy than I thought it would be. Let's check something. I also don't like being a complainy pants when, like, I'm going to be submitting this. But I suppose my general laissez-faire attitude to, like, streaming as a whole is just kind of like, I don't care if my run is clean or anything like that. This is my space, damn it! Not my space. I never actually had my space. It was never about social media from the get-go. Bates got peer pressured into Facebook in high school. Fuck you, Mark Zuckerberg. Yeah, that part feels like if you didn't get the axe prior, like, you're just gonna have a terrible time. You know what? Yeah, I'll take the stopwatch here. First cycle. It's kind of fucked how, like, almost perfect you need to go through that whole area not to die. Almost fucked. No, it is fucked. What am I even trying to say here? Stop giving this game rope. This game's fucked. God, I'd almost rather play Dracula X. That's where I'm at. Dracula X is fucked, but it's like fucked in a completely different way. At least on red runs, I try to cut it down a little bit in editing. So that way there, it's not like 2 hours of just failed attempts, you know? If I go quiet, it's because I'm 100% locked in right now. So. The one instance where the eyeball is actually flush enough with you to get the, fireball out. Come on. I have to wonder if this actually was made by Nagoya before, like, Nagoya was at an actual, like, studio. Because, like, with Legends as fresh as it is in my mind, there's a lot of stuff this game does that Legends would later just extremely amplify. Whoops, I don't know why I pressed jump there. I am a silly man. With silly ideas and silly desires within his silly head. Panicked. Oh boy, beer in the pouring rain. What's up, bud? Hope you have fun. A better way to drink beer than in the pouring rain. Okay, I don't... Fucking did it again. Depending on how I feel, I might go for Chronicles after this. Chronicles, I have no illusions of getting the anything more than a red stamp. That's depending if I really want to subject myself to another real hard Castlevania. Maybe I'll do Haunted Castle. At least Haunted Castle's goofy enough. Maybe get the Revisited gold. Maybe I won't. Damn it. That's on me. Oh, that doesn't kill me. Okay. I probably should have just experimented with that earlier, but, you know. Whoops, that's on me. Kind of deer in headlights there. Okay, now time for the world's most fucked up bad placements. That one right there. It's off screen too, where it's just like, oh, if you don't know or remember about it, simply die. What a frustrating game. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say it. I'm not gonna try to be positive for the sake of being positive. This game's frustrating. Alright, for the one-up? Oh. That was scary. Why is those spikes hitboxes that high? Like, come on. Ugh. Of course, it's right there. Instead of spawning earlier, because I just so happened not to hit that one candle. course, if I don't jump, then whip is not extendable enough to actually hit it from down here. I'm convinced this was made by what would become the Nagoya team. Oh, right. Legitimately thought I was about to die there. I don't know what I'm doing. Being foolish, I suppose. There's at least meat right there. Okay, cool. Not today, bat. Alright. Did I make it to a checkpoint at least? It looks like I did, so. Oh, what's going on over there? As much as I would love the farm for the shots, this feels like a terrible place to do that. Motherfucker. Adam, you forgot this game's hurt boxes are a little fucked up. This isn't a cromulent game. Thought I could make it. How the hell do you even... Also, hi, hello, Kenster. Welcome to a sloppy-ass stream. Welcome to this slop fest. Hey, maybe I will like Super Castlevania IV. Spoiler alert, no. I still hesitate to call this bad. It's just extremely not for me. Just because of the type of person I am. But I'm already this far in, I might as well just see it to the end. Silly me for ducking. But this game is hostile. Like, I'm gonna be real. I view this game as hostile. I thought for a second I was screwed. Like, apparently Simon's hair does not have a hitbox on it. Hurt box, whatever terminology we're using here. And I let go of the duck button. That's on me. Still. That was foolish of me. I'm making, like, rank amateur mistakes, too. Excuse me? Although the fact that there's like a dead zone with the whip feels real bad too. I know there's other Castlevanias that have that issue too. Not a big fan of that situation either. Hi, Chris. Hope you're having a good one today. Funny noise. Ceiling spheres. Oh. At least I remember that bat's there. I feel like if I walk off that way, it's still a death plane. Because the screen has not scrolled down. Oh, that looks cromulent. At least that second one looks like it can, like, you know, duck it. Or just do that. That felt dangerous. Oh boy, invulnerability. Okay. That's annoying. Right, one up. Okay. I think I understand. Slowly. Slowly. Let's hope this doesn't eat up so much time that I have to worry about, you know, time limit. Hello, sir. This looks fun. Frankenstein Gaming? Frankenstein made up a bunch of potions. I like how the stages are kind of pains in the asses in this game, but the bosses, so long as you have, like, you know, a sub-weapon, you win. Ah, here's the Steamy Ghost treasure room. Oh, okay. I remembered how skeletons work, but apparently they work differently when they're made of gold. You explode, yeah. Skeleton that falls off ledge. Good old Dracula's haunted treasure room. Ghosts immune to time. We all aspire to be ghosts that are immune to time. Okay, I forgot the gold skeletons do that. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, Joker's trick. You are... Okay, that I should have not taken damage. Disjointed hitboxes, go! Oh, hey DT, how's it going? I hope you had fun with Pokemon. Let me shout you out real quick. As we see the ghosts unaffected by, Whip. Ghost unaffected by time. I hope you had a fun time, Pokemon. You and guess that I forgot who it was. I'm so sorry. I do want to pick that up sometime soon. Maybe not anytime super soon. Not out of price concern. It's just like I got a lot to play. So does my wife. Ah, right. It was Liger. Hi, hello. Shout you out as well. I know you two were doing the stream together. Hope you both had a good time. I have to wait another minute and 38 seconds before I can shout out. Thanks for stopping by. If you gotta go do the post-stream self-care, please do. We love self-care here. We love self-care here. Alright, good stream. We love self-care here, I say as I'm playing Super Castlevania IV. For the record, for the Raiders, I don't think this is a bad game. This is not a game for me. In terms of Castlevania games. Right, you jump. Get that stun lock off, at the very least. Good games, front. Most of them, at least. Oops. I feel like any game, though, where the bats deal that much damage... I have to wait another 36 seconds. Well, I'm gonna throw myself in the pit so I have a full suite of lives for this level. If this game had limited continues, then I'd be like, nah, this game is not worth your time. But we have unlimited continues, so, you know. Right. I always forget that the platform just breaks on you. It's an ass kicker. I respect people who really like this game. There we go. Twitch, why is there a 2-minute cooldown on shoutouts? Like, you're all about your stream together feature, but then when someone does like a coordinated raid, it's like, well, guess what? You gotta wait. It's like unintuitive. 0 out of 10 intuitivity. See me after class. Oh yeah, never forget host. Pour one out for hosting. Okay, that happened. Oh. I guess you have to have that bat spawn first before you can get up there. God, remember moments? I do. That one was fun. Honestly, Castlevania is a great time. Like, I'm playing as many Castlevanias as I possibly can this month. Around 10. Okay, I moved far enough that I could get that skeleton before it got me. And a lot of Castlevanias are kind of like, yeah, this game is hard, but like, when you know Happy birthday. Alright. Let's see what kind of cool goodies are up here. Meat. Explode everything. Big hearts. Alright. That was worth my time. Alright. Really? Really, game? Okay, how far back do I have to get for that platform to respawn? If it even respawns. Can I, like... No. Simon does not have enough ups to, like, neutral jump into there. Oh, so I'm screwed. Got it. What a video game, that says. Alright, there's a bat. I'm getting a little too with it. Too with it? Is that terminology we use here? But yeah, thanks again, Liger and DT, for the raids. I really appreciate it. I'm usually, for those who don't know me, I'm Adam, I'm a beard. Usually I play games that I remember renting as a child, and pinball and light gun stuff, and the occasional shoot 'em up. But since this is a month of playing Castlevania games, I'm playing Castlevania. Oh, okay. I did play a little bit of Resident Evil Survivor this month. I feel like I arguably spent too much time playing, because that game is not good. So, Umbrella Chronicles and Darkside Chronicles will be in November. It's probably... Fuck, that's on me. Okay, so there's gonna be a bat. Got a 1-up. I should always remember the floor gives out there. It's just... I don't know. Game design's my passion, I suppose. I'm still convinced this was made by the team. Like, Zero Lex said earlier, this was not the main Castlevania team. They were on Rondo, which shows. And I am thoroughly convinced. I don't think it's, like, listed as such, but I do want... No, I think Nagoya was, like, an established team by this point. Nope. It's weird when you jump onto it, because it's like... Then again, this is a game where it's like, you have to, like, if you want to jump off one of those crumbling or spinning platforms, you basically have to jump the frame you land. Whoop. Yeah, I can't get greedy with those candles, unfortunately. I just gotta run. Almost moonwalked. It's like a... I think it's like supposed to be like a family crest kind of deal. I think they always like intended that to be like the Belmont family crest. Because it definitely looks like a coat of arms kind of deal. 1, 2, and 3, same guys. Yeah, yeah, that's the vibe I was getting against her. Which, yeah, it tracks. Castlevania was super popular. Might as well just have as many teams as you can. It's like, when... And it's like, yeah, when the 16-bit era rolled around, it's like, alright, well... Here's this setup of, whoops, there goes my cross, but it served me faithfully. It's like, yeah, it's like the 16-bit era comes around, and it's like, okay, well, now instead of, like, no shade on the Sega Master System, of course, but at least outside of Japan, the Sega Master System did not have a whole hell of a lot of presence. I don't know how much presence it had in Japan. Whoops! Yeah, like, they gave Iga... As, like, Circle the Moon even was an Iga. Because around that time, I think he was, like, still fresh off of Chronicles and working on something different. I think Chronicles was, like, the first time Iga was a producer on Castlevania. Where they let Iga just take the reins. And then after Chronicles, and then... I think he worked on Soten, but he wasn't, like, you know, director/producer. Like on the game, Lament of Innocence onward. Like, basically every Castlevania from Lament of Innocence onwards. But yeah, it's like after Chronicles doing pretty well. If it wasn't like a super late PlayStation 1 release, I think Chronicles would have like sold a lot better, personally, but it was super late PS1. Okay, yeah, he was assistant director on Sony. So, not in the chair, but like he had his hand in there. And then he was in the chair for Chronicles. And then he got put back in the chair for Lament. So I think even, like, there's... Maybe the Nintendo Power I was reading at the time was full of shit, but there's a lot of evidence that, like, supports it, in my opinion. That, like, Circle of the Moon was just, like, a throwaway on the Game Boy Advance, where it's like, alright, well, people still like this style of Castlevania. Well, the Game Boy Advance came out, so we have this, like, new experimental proving ground for it. And yeah, Circle of the Moon was a hit. I mean, fair, Kenster, fair. I think, yeah, he was the producer, so that's technically not, like, director's chair. Like, yeah, producer does have their hand in something, but... Goodbye. Yeah, scenario writer. Mm-hmm. Come on. Do the things skeletons are supposed to do and not be near me. Ow. I have the cross at least now. That certainly will help if I can hang on to it. Well, it's not exactly getting enough. Oh yeah, I gotta like upwhip in order to get to that. Oh well. There's a doubler at least. Thank you, slow down. That's cool. Yeah, because it's like his work on Tokameki Memorial is what got him deeper into working on Castlevania. But yeah, what I was saying earlier is like, I remember reading in like a Nintendo Power when they were like talking about oh, it's the wind hole. Got it. When they were talking about Circle the Moon, that I was like, yeah, no, this is an experiment. We're gonna see if these games sell. I think I did finish that thought earlier, but you know, I was like, I believe it. But I'm convinced going across this hook is going to be 100% a red herring. I'm going to have a bad time. But never mind. Oh, you drown in gold here. Okay, understood. Oh, it's necessary. Okay. Understood. At least I could do that. I don't want to risk jumping up there. There might be goodies, but... Oh, cool. Game's disjointed hitbox coming for me today. I suppose I should wait till the second wave happens. Oh, I'm stuck in the wind hole. Adam, never call it the wind hole ever again. If I recall correctly, if you jump a lot here, it spawns something. Like a meat. But you have to jump on this, like, an incredibly high amount of times. Am I misremembering? If anyone knows, you can tell me. This is fun, not gonna lie. Okay. That noise was starting to make my ears ring. Game, let me just... Thank you. Hooray, one up. Of course. Just locks you into that plane. Fool that you are. After this game, Ari, he owes us. Hi, hello. I hope you're doing well today. Alright. Let's take the left path. Got it. Whoop. Ah, you are a motherfucker? That... Hell yeah. That, Pop Team Epic Panic. Pop Team Panic? My brain just started thinking about Full Metal Panic for like 1/2 of a second there. The fact that, like, latching onto the stairs has movement priority also sucks. Because you're, like, trying to play the footsies game, and it's like, oh, you're that close to the stairs. Like, you're just... Nah, you fail the footsies game. You have to climb the stairs. You have to climb all the... F-Team Panic, yeah. That's so much damage, dude. I'm gonna collect all the points items, see if I can't get another 1-up. So, because the checkpointing at this point in the game is evil? I'm not even, like, not block 9-3 yet. That's where we're at. Unless this is... Oh, I'm at the boss already. Yeah, gold that. Ow! Thanks. Not necessary. Alright, I'm through that. That's fine. I think it's supposed to be... Death, and then, Dracula. So I'm at least close to the end of the game. Stage A. We can't count to 10, we have to go to A. Yeah, here's the clock tower. Oh no, there's still, Strong Bad and Homestar Runner. Slow Bad and, Strong Bad and, Mothra. That's their names, right? Yeah, that flashing's bad. Yeah, Beaky in the brain. At least this version of Bloody Tears is okay. And like I said, Bloody Tears is like one of my favorite Castlevania songs. Gets way too much play. It's kind of like Wily Stage 2, one of my favorite Mega Man songs, but there's more to life than Wily Stage 2, I'm just saying. There are so many other good, if not better, Mega Man tracks out there. Then again, we really haven't had a Mega Man relevant enough to be like, well, here's Wily Stage 2 again. Same with, like, video game cover bands. They already did their Wily Stage 2. So basically, I'm complaining for the sake of complaining. Oh no. This isn't the Atom way. I'm betraying my own principles due to Castlevania IV. I also forgot that was not my whip button. I've become Grover again. I've become a Muppet. I mean, I knew that was going to happen because I saw the shaky gear. Uh-oh. Alright, that a little fucked up, but sure. It's kind of unfortunate that, like, Capcom is still really on that, like, I'm glad, you know, all these collections are coming out. But I know Capcom has said in the past, it's like, well, if you want new games, buy the collections so we know people want this. And it's like, Capcom, we appreciate the collections. We haven't gotten a new Mega Man since 11. Ah, this stage is motherfucker. Understood. Wait, where the hell did it check? Oh, checkpoint me over here. Okay. And it's like, and when it comes to Konami, I'm glad we got the Dominus Collection, the Advanced Collection, Gradius Origins. Maybe we'll see more Gradius come out of it. But it's also like, we're at a state with Konami where it's like, this is just... We're surprised they're even giving that to us. Because it's not Infinita. Well, then again, it's like, considering, if I recall correctly, and I could be wrong, that Japan, like, tightened up their pachinko laws. Konami actually had to do something in order to turn profit again. But of course, yeah, all Konami's fare is like, nah, there's nothing new. Here's Metal Gear Solid 3 Remake. That I find of questionable quality. I'm glad people like it. I am not John No... I am not a No Fun Allowed beard. If you like it, you like it. Yeah, it's so funny. Like, we all knew Silent Hill F was gonna be good because it's Ryukishi. This game is blatantly evil. I don't think I'm gonna do another Castlevania today. I think I'm gonna call it once I beat 4. It's just considering, and like, it's actually a miracle that, considering Bloober Team's past, but they're, of course. Oh my god, this game might be evil. Honestly, I have no lives left, so I just want to take the death. Let me die, video game. Thank you. But it's also like, considering how that one Silent Hill game went, that nobody liked. But we are kind of definitely in the age of Crapcom again, which is sad. I hope Pragmata's good, like, legit. But, and like, I'm a very positive, forward-thinking kind of guy. I don't believe in the cynical way. I am hoping they really learn the lessons about performance after the double debacle that was Wilds and Dragon's Dogma 2. At least with future Monster Hunters, I'm a little concerned because, like, the director was like, yes, everyone loved the story. Everyone was playing this game for the story. It's like, no. Everyone was playing it because there's a new Monster Hunter, and the kind of incredibly plotting story aside, The story aside and the completely horrid performance issues, rely on frame gen, citizen. It's actually a very good Monster Hunter. I know these stages are gonna be motherfuckers about it. It sucks. Like, I want to get back into it, and like, unfortunately, I have a it's fucked up because it's like, with my new rig, without a... Sunk cost fallacy is really setting in right now. Apologies to anyone reviewing this, the video, if I leave any of my griping in. Thank you, Da Vinci. But, with the current computer that I have, why are there two of you? Excuse. It can do frame gen, and while, yes, the frame gen does make the game actually run cromulent, it's ugly. Everything just looks like Vaseline with frame gen on. 3, jeez. Sigh. I need to know what possessed the developers of this game to lock screen scroll. With my layman's understanding of programming, this game probably is programmed in a way that the bottom of the screen at any given moment is a death plane. But they also program this game to be in a way that it's like, well, screen scrolling's locked, and because there's an ever-persistent death plane. What other Castlevania did I play recently that was like that? I think it was Legends. Nah, Legends just has weird-ass scrolling. Whoops, that's on me because I'm mixed. I'm frazzled. I'm off my game. The Super Castlevania IV Yomi is real, and it will hurt me. It might have been Haunted Castle. I am going to beat Haunted Castle. I can't guarantee I'll get anything more than a red seal on it, but I like... Oh, you can sub-weapon. Okay, cool. Alright, I thought I'd be able to, do something cool and full of power there, but apparently not. Do some tricky tricks. But I also want to, go through Haunted Castle this year as, a game and not instantly jamming the cabinet full of quarters. I do like Haunted Castle, but I want to, try to beat that in, a way. God, I'm making no sense. I'm just rambling at this point. Game's got me mixed. My wife didn't drink the rest of this frap. So I suppose I'm having more caffeine in my life. It already kind of melted as well, despite the fact that it's kind of cool in my house. I thought I was safe there. Apparently not. But overall, I'm happy I got 2 Deathlesses this year. As much as I want to improve Dracula X Chronicles to a Deathless, it's just kind of eh. Time's running out, and I still want to, off-stream Deathless, Legends. Because I feel like I can get the Deathless on that, it's just I need to avoid the streamer debuff. Out of all streamer superstitions, I firmly believe the streamer debuff is real. The Let's Play debuff was real, and so is the streamer debuff. God, I called reference to the Let's Play debuff. You can... I mean, it's no secret I'm 36, but it's just kind of like... Man, you can tell how long I've been on the internet. Whoops. Oopsies, that was on me. I got greedy. I do need to lock in. Wee. Alright, I may die. No, you're good. No worries. Don't worry about it. I hope you're excited for Judgment tomorrow. I gotta type up the rules. Whoop. Why did I go for that? I'm just mixed, apparently. Like, I'm making rank amateur mistakes. Castlevania 4 is kind of weird with it, yeah. Okay, this game's kind of fucked up. Seriously. Because you gotta get on that gear, but then it's really weird about the collision of those pips. No, seriously, I like fucking... It's also like, yeah, because the way that works, it pushes you on there. So you have to, like, be ducking near immediately. And to me, that's not good game design. Castlevania 4, to me, is just not good game design. The development team made decisions, and most of those decisions were not good decisions. Harsh words, I'm aware, but sometimes I gotta have negative opinions about things. I did it again. Oh my gosh. That's fine. I was at, like, 0 lives anyways, so... And, like, the platform collision on the on some of this stuff is very wonky. It's just so hard to describe like, to me at least, my feelings on stuff like this, because it's like, I could sprout the words game feel, and that'll mean everything and nothing to people. And like I was saying earlier, game feel is just kind of a loaded term nowadays. That and quality of life. Those are terms that used to meant something, and then, like, dumbass CEOs ran wild with it. And some game directors. Making a game easier is not quality of life. You made a game easier. Quality of life is taking some things that were kind of annoying to manage back in the day, making them a little bit easier to manage. Anyways, this has been my TED Talk. I need to lock in. Game design is my passion. I know I shouldn't be putting the sensibilities of 2025 to this game. It was made in 1991. But come on, not even Castlevania 3 was like this. Like, Castlevania 3 did have some, like, things going for it in some situations, like the ghost pirate ship with that one rapier skeleton, duelist skeleton, whatever you want to call it. Like, that part, if you don't have holy water, or, like, any other Sypha magic, it's like, alright, well, either I'm gonna have to do a good damage boost, or I die. But this is just... This is cruel. This is not enjoyable difficulty to me. This is, once again, you've made a game hard for the sake of it being hard. Because, we're Konami. It's Castlevania. Castlevania is considered to be a hard game series. So, clearly, we have to make this game hard. But maybe my opinion's a little bit more skewed as someone who can consistently, like, 1cc both Rondo and the first Castlevania. And even then, like, I remember Dot saying it when she was, like, recently doing, tips and tricks for Castlevania 1. She's like, yeah, if you actually engage with Castlevania 1, it's a miserable time. And, like, frankly, she's right. Like, if you have to engage with, like, you know, Death or Frankie on their terms without just abusing holy water, and it's like, alright, cool. It becomes a pain in the ass. Like, mummies are difficult if you play to their whims, but they're very possible, especially since they give you a meat in that arena. And then you have Aqueduct, where if you don't manipulate, it's like, you might have a bad time on that floating platform. So it's not like Castlevania is devoid of any cheapness. It's just... And, like, Castlevania 3 is hard, but it's real tight with it, you know? This does not feel tight with it. It feels like the opposite of tight with it. The 68K version, which, you know, 2 years after this, also technically a remake of the first Castlevania. That's hard as hell, but it's like I was having a conversation with T5. It's like, it's hard as hell, but it's also that, like, level of hard that it's like, it's well put together terms of hard. Like, you want to surmount the challenge. Right, mummy gaming. We just fight a mummy on a clock tower, because that's what you do, right? My plans after this are to do more light gun stuff, probably a little bit more pinball stuff. I will do... The Chronicles games count as light gun stuff. I feel a little bad I didn't get to it, but this week was rough for me. In terms of wanting to stream and be productive, so, you know. Happens to the best of us. Once again, it's like... Bosses feel like an afterthought. The only boss I've really had a hard time with was the dancers. That happens. I should be better soon. Yeah, that's understandable. Oh, my phone battery's at 20%. Yeah, it's been over 3 hours, hasn't it? Oh well. That's why I have a phone charger. Hey, speaking of the duelist skeletons. Speaking of things that I was complaining about in terms of Castlevania 3. Full present here in Castlevania 4. Let me guess, yeah. Can I let it hang? It's like, I love streaming, don't get me wrong. Like, streaming makes the good brain chemicals do the thing. Yeah, the tickle strat. Bat bridge literal. That's so much damage from this stupid fucking bats. I need to know who thought it'd be okay to make... Like, that doesn't even feel like, oh, this is how we make this game more difficult. That just feels like to me that it's like, someone was playing a funny prank. Oh, once again, the way the stairs work in this game, fucking me over. And you can't jump through platforms in this game. Hello, Golem. Yeah, when the bridge crumbles so much, the time just slows. Hey, Bug. Hope you're having a good one. Hope work is treating you well if you're still there. And if you're out of work, I hope it was not a non-stressful day for you. I probably shouldn't commit to that, because, yeah, that's still right there. Oh, I guess I hit the point where the saw just stops. Alright. Oh, yeah, right. It's this section. This section is turd. Might be truly evil. 1 hour to kill. 1 hour lunch break before you teach the kids how to drum. Oh god, that was scary. You motherfucker! That, like, alright, another problem with this game, what I feel like is just kind of fucked up difficulty, is the fact that, like, when you're in hit stun, you can't latch, to fucking stairs. You should be able to. Like, telling me because, oh, I got bounced by an enemy in a way that makes recovery impossible does not feel good. And this is also a problem in Castlevania 3. The way stairs work in Castlevania 3 is incredibly fucked up. Ah, thank you for whipping the handshake within this, like, nightmare tirade I'm going on. Ow. Stupid gold. For the record, I am a video game enjoyer. But sometimes the video games aren't made in a way that I personally enjoy. Oh, this game's fucked up hitboxes once again. This is why I'm convinced the people who worked on this went to go work on, Legends. There's just so much that reminds me of Legends. I know that's probably blasphemy to say, because, like, Legends is a fucked up video game, but, like, at least Legends, if I drop a Deathless, it's like, well, okay, I wasted 30 minutes of my life. I'm, like, close to, like, actual time 3 hours into this game. And I'm just like, what is going on? And I know the length is, like, one of the main complaints people have about challenge running this. Which I wholeheartedly agree with, because I know how long this game is. Every time I play a game like this, I just need, like, some text on the screen that says, disclaimer, I am not a hater. That's doing 4 pips of damage. They do 3 normally, so this is just 1 more than normal. No, the bats are too cromulent in Castlevania 1 and 3. Making the word... And, like, bats fucking suck in Legends as well. This part is more intimidating than, like, a threat. Yeah, that's fair. Usually that's me, but I'm sorry, not with Super Castlevania IV. I do not like this game. One of the few Castlevanias I do not like. Course. Ooh, you were 3 pixels to the left of that? Right of that? Die. Oh, whip dead zones. I just want to point out, if I hold left on that stairwell, I start going down the stairs. That's how, like, bad just the overall stair magnetism is in this game. It's bad. Like, oh, I need to hold left to go for the jump. Nah, you're lashing out those stairs. Fuck you. Excuse me? Excuse me. Hi, Dewey. Dewey, I'm glad you're a constant point of joy in my life. I'm just gonna take the game over. Yeah, of course. Because I don't have any form of... I'm sorry I'm being so harsh. I'm so sorry. This is not... Like, I apologize for it because this is not the vibe I want to cultivate, you know? And as you know, I've played some shit on this channel. Especially for projects. And I've derived, like, some kind of enjoyment out of it, you know? Like, I know people don't, like, for example, I know people aren't big fans of Enter the Matrix. I love that game. Game had some issues, but, like, it was enjoyable. And then you have storied franchise Castlevania. I'd argue it's storied. First game got ports to how many things? And they made it wrong. Yeah, the worst games are 6 out of 10s that aren't even fun. Like, I take, like, every game review ever made with a massive grain of salt. Honestly. Because, like, opinions are all incredibly subjective by the end of the day. But it's also, like, sometimes reviewers are right. At least I, like, try to like a game by the end of the day. I tried so hard to like Survivor. And then learning that it's like, oh, well, if you don't go a certain route in Survivor, and because that game's checkpoints are so fundamentally fucked up, it's just more of a painful waste of time. And it's like, I respect other people's opinions, but I'm very much the kind of guy where it's like, I would love to formulate my own opinion. Like, maybe one day I'll play Lords of Shadow 2 when everything I've personally seen about that game feels rough. And I've only ever seen, like, maybe... That's on me. I think I've only ever seen, like, one person on the face of the planet actually like Lords of Shadow 2. I've played Lords of Shadow 1, and I'm just like, this is mediocre. I don't think it's as bad as people say, but I only spent $10 on this game, and I feel like that's a fair price. Oh, now I'm just screwed. Because I missed the jump. This game sometimes doesn't like hit detection. And it's always the thing where it's like, is this because I'm playing on emulator? Did I get a rare instance of, like, poor emulation? But I'm also playing on fucking Mendefen. I'm playing off the Mendefen cores. They are, like, some of the best emulators out there. Basically still de facto the best way to play Saturn games right now. I think it's just sometimes this game goes, no, fuck you. And, like, BizHawk's cores are kind of booty. I'm gonna be perfectly real. I understand the importance of SNES 9X. I understand you have to have an emulator that will work for everybody. But also, if you can help it, don't use SNES 9X. There's so much better out there nowadays. I know BizHawk's, No, not really. I'm not really engaging in emulator discourse right now. I'm just saying, unless you have an incredibly specific use case for SNES 9X, there's better out there. If you have no specific use case and your computer can easily handle something like Mendefen or BeastNES or Ares, however you want to pronounce that, then it's like, use those. I'd say also get a Mister, but like, a bare minimum, a Mister's $150, and even by the end of the day, that's still a lot of scratch. The drop on, you know, something. Yeah, that's valid. Like, because like I paid back before the Mr. Pi was a thing. I paid $300 for my Mister. I had a well-paying job at the time. I had nowhere to go because of COVID. Fuck it. But it's also like, I get how money goes. Capitalism is a fuck, TM. And even then, like, yeah, 150 bucks for like some of the best emulation you can see from, you know, the before times up to the 32-bit era is like, that's well worth the price of admission. It's still a lot of scratch. Alright, I'm gonna lock in here. Because this section is just fighting me in every way fucking possible. What is even in that candle above the spikes? I feel like that's impossible to get. I think it's a lot of like when it comes down to like video game reviews, that it's more like video game reviewers will like very much, and I'm not knocking on anyone who still does this as a living, because like, oh boy, doing game reviews as a living in 2025, bless you, you brave soldier. I keep falling for that stupid spike. I think I'll land on the platform before I die, and I don't. Godspeed to the brave warriors still reviewing video games. It's just like, you had like so many magazines back in the 90s with so many different voices. Okay, not worth it. Yeah, like, even, yeah, there was a point where, like, oh, getting paid doing game reviews, like, we're after the age of magazines, and even then, I feel like magazine game reviewers weren't paid well. I can only, like, someone, I don't want to say names because of sensitive topic, but there's someone respected in the retro community that used to be a writer for Games Magazine, and I do wonder what the rates were when they were in the gig, but something I don't feel like asking. But yeah, it's like, and then like the advent, and a lot of it is like the advent of the YouTube reviewer. Whereas like board games review, and I'm not calling it niche as like an insult. No way, no how. I've watched a few board game reviewers on YouTube that isn't, you know, James Rolfe. And they're funny. They have a whole thing going for it. And it's like video games were just the easy medium. Especially when like the age of the YouTube was like prevalent in the late 00s, early 10s, 2010s. So I think it's more just like when it came down to the game. Not to mention, when it came to, you know, the quote-unquote professional game reviewers, of course. When it came down, I'm saying quote-unquote for a reason. There was just, like, holy shit, the mid-2000s into 7th gen? How much fucking racism there was? Like, mostly towards the Japanese, but there's no denying the fucking the low-key to high-key racism during that time period. So it's like you also get that, like, skewed... Really? Video game? I hate this video game. I'm gonna beat it. Alright. Alright, new challenge. What lasts longer, my phone battery or me beating this video game? I might have to go no tracking for a little bit. Honestly, actually, my phone charger here somewhere. No, it's not. It's all the way back there. Never mind. You know what? No tracking for right now. I know you'll miss me flopping around, but... Oh yeah, for sure. I know a lot of people who are like indie that were like very much not about that life. Let me just readjust me because I'm not going to be flopping around. Look at me. Really? I'm spinning! Okay, I'm going to stop now. Nope. Nope. There we go. Plop! Okay. Let's get back at it. Back at it again at the Krispy Kreme. Whoops, I was holding a button, I was just taking a sip of drink. Probably should have just dangled the whip down. Well, I did that time. Like, here's free resources for you if you kept the cross for this long. If you were good at this video game. See, that's where I'm at too, where it was like, I felt like a lot of stuff back when I had kind of like those ambitions, which, man, thankfully I did not go for. I'm gonna be real. That sounds about right for pop music reviewers. I think when you're like in some kind of situation where like things are a little bit more unknown quantity, like, you know, music and video games, you get so many voices and so many opinions. And, like, there's nothing wrong with being too positive, like, because it's like there's video games out there like, hey, this game's junk. We fucking love it. And honestly, like, I guess one of, like, a more famous example of just kind of, I guess it's a bad example to use, but I'm gonna bring it up anyways. We all know it. The fucking, you know, IGN hates God Hand because, you know, it's too hard for the IGN reviewer, and it's Japanese. And, like, positive, like, this is why I, like, cultivate the positive, like, I hate the term wholesome, I'm not using that here, but, like, you know, a positive space here, because it's like, I don't know, it feels like positivity's in rare supply nowadays. I get why, like, not belittling the horrors, TM, that we don't talk about on my stream, because, you know, this is a nice, chill space. Once again, stairs try to fuck me over. Yeah, and, like, there's nothing wrong with that. I fucking hate this game. And there's, like, nothing wrong with, like, staying in your niche as well. Like, but there's also, like, the area of, like, you know, when it came to, like, corporate decisions with reviews and stuff like that, it's like, alright, we're gonna have the guy that's reviews this whole set thing, like, you know, do a genre they completely know nothing about, or not a fan of. I almost fucked up there. Glad the golem didn't decide to spawn early. Oh, come on! Not to what you said, creator. Just...
Oh, but Adam, if you look at the sprite, there's a spike over on the other side, so it makes sense that it kills you if you touch it.
Why, yes, Strawman, I know. It's still fucked up. Yeah, and that's fair. And, oh, the stairs sucked me over again. Yippee, yahoo! Fundamentally fucked up game, this. And the golem spawned early. Because I went up enough on, and I didn't latch. Criminals. Only criminals made this game. Yuji Naka, not Yuji Naka. Was it Naka? Yeah, Yuji Naka made this game. I've got Yuji Naka and Yu Suzuki mixed up in my head. Thank you, Kenster. Hope you have a good day at work. Hope it's stress-free for you. Have a good one. There's probably, like, some kind of sub-weapon on here that helps, but, like, I feel like if I stop for exact moment I get hit by the bat and then I start having a bad day. I think I'm less worried about the boss rush at this point. I forgot the boss rush is a thing, but at least that's a boss rush. Bosses I can take on, the stages though, just ugh. Yep. The thing with the stairs and the stair suction is that it is so like, what's the word I'm looking here? Finicky, precise, insane. That's like, I know it's going to happen. I try to avoid it happening, but it still happens. Hey, knows the stock. Hope you're having a good one today. Alright, so...
A most unusual camera. This clock is worth millions.
Gotta get all the way over here. Because this game is comedy. Alright. Made it here. I love it when my bosses don't have consistency to their patterns. I'm not gonna mince words, it's bad. I don't like this game. I feel like there's just too many this game has too many gotchas. If someone was just trying out the series for the first time ever, I feel like they would just get super frustrated by this game for their first time playing. Like, it's random if, you know, Bird Brain here is gonna, like, immediately just go into attack form on landing. And it's on me for not remembering that, you know, that attack pattern is like, oh yeah, gonna fall where you're standing. Yeah. There's no consistency to if it's gonna go, alright, now this is the time where I'm just gonna attack the exact frame I land. And it's like, cool, I have no reaction time. And what was that hitbox? Excuse me. I was not even anywhere near him. That one was more my fault, admittedly. Yeah, once again, I wasn't ducking, so I get punished. Whoops, I jumped and he has wide as fuck hitboxes. So, whoops, get punished. At least the game is kind enough. If you game over, you start here. Like, Super Castlevania 4 is bad game design galore. This is poor game design. It's not enjoyable hard, it's bad hard. We've made this game for the sake of being hard. We threw in a bunch of gotchas. So if this is your first time playing the game, God, if this was someone's first Castlevania, like, what a bad first impression. And you can't duck his beak. So if he decides, okay, cool, here's the frame where, before he's even vulnerable to damage, throws out the attack. I'm so sorry, creator. I'm sorry you were put into the Hell Vortex first. But I suppose if this is your first Castlevania, like, majority of everything else, you're only going up. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What if we made a boss wrong, as a joke? What a funny joke we're playing here at Konami. Hi, it's me, the enemy, the boss, the enemy designer. I wasn't put on bloodlines or Rondo of Blood. Ergo, I'm just gonna be pissed off. And do terrible and wicked things. I don't know if that's true, but I'm sorry. I'm getting the air of pure maliciousness. Lament's good. I like Lament. Yeah, once again. And it doesn't... I don't even understand what would, like, even trigger the frame 1 attack, you know? Because it looks like it just has no rhyme or reason to it. Okay, now that I have, like, the more consistent pattern on this one. Of course! Of course! I could just simply go fuck myself. Not even dead. Holy shit. Okay, yeah, I'm actually legitimately heated. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm legitimately pissed off at this game. Sorry, Castlevania IV likers. This game's... I'm sorry, I'm calling it. This game's bad. I'm glad people out here enjoy this game. This game is not good. Okay, so that's when he's active. Stomp. Oh, stomp, launch, drop stuff from the ceiling. Understood. Then you fire fireballs. And you fly so far up that I can't actively... Okay. Up whip will work. Okay, cool. Is someone raiding into me? Oh my god, hi Bear. Hi Bear. You picked a terrible stream to raid into. Bear, you picked the world's worst stream to raid into. I am a salty ass motherfucker right now. Hi, hello. What are you up to today? I hope it was fun. Hi, I'm Adam. I'm playing Super Castlevania IV. I don't like this game. I do not like this game. Oh, I don't even get a full whip for this fight. Fucking ass criminals. I would much prefer play the Game Boy games than this right now. I know what I just said. Can I not duck under his fireballs? I do love me some funky fighting games. Okay, no, you can't duck his fireballs. Every other fireball in this game, if it's head level with you, you can duck. But this particular fight, no. No, you cannot. At least this phase is far easier. I haven't played Super Ghouls and Ghosts, but I haven't played much of Super Ghouls and Ghosts. But what I have played of Super Ghouls and Ghosts, I thoroughly enjoy, even if it is ball-bustingly hard. And I know how evil that game is, yes. Up, here's hearts for a sub-weapon you don't have, you just simply do not have access to. Okay, it's death time. I vaguely remember how death works. Vaguely. Is this the... Yes, this is the... I'm going to cause suction attack. Bit rude. Ow. Attack Fuji special. Jeez. At least I think someone when they were if there was any playtesting this game went, okay, hold up. Back this ass up. These bosses are too fucked up. You need to have the continues after you beat a boss. At least I have full whip for this. Oh, the fact, as soon as you're out of the suction part, a like a projectile just comes immediately out. When it's like you're probably really close to death because you want to get hits in. Sorry, I'm gonna be complainy pants. You have been warned. I'm glad you had a good stream there. Is there another form? Oh yeah, we go down the corridor here. Okay. How the hell? Not like that. Okay. There it is. Whoops. Wrong button. I did it again. At least you continue right here. This is how frazzled I am. At least I can win this game now. Alright, take care, Bug. Have a good rest of your day. What? Oh my god. Love this game's hit. Just... I'm so sorry for being a plainy pants. Do not like being complainy pants. Time to kill Dracula. It's time just to spam crosses. Even Dracula's fucked up. Like, holy shit, dude. Well, I got a free meat out of that. Oops.
Oh, you remember how Dracula works in Castlevania 1, right? Of course you do. So we're gonna make it that, you know, if you try to jump over the fireball, you get punished. And if you try to whip the fireball, you get punished. Tee!
Like, I suppose, yeah, if you see the fireball come out, you're supposed to whip it early, so you can do the jump. And I'm just being a poophead. Sorry for such crass language. Such crass language, the man who swears like a truck driver during his streams. Fuck-ass fire sprites as well. Why is that platform so small? Almost 4 hours for this game. Oh my gosh. Right, I can't duck that. Right, you can't jump it either. Oh, of course. Hi, Laha. Hope you're having a good one. Thank you for whipping that shit. Appreciate it. Alright.
Picture the future.
Here's your extra ball.
God, I wish my future had an extra ball. Yeah, that's an accurate noise. Oh, of course. I wonder if I try jump down with the fireball. Okay, yeah, that works. I mean, I also have to be holding down to down whip. What do I want for dinner tonight? I'm on my own because my wife is out at a show performing today, so I'm kind of on my own. I could just, like, cook up some nuggets and fries. But I feel like after this, I deserve, like, some takeout. I did pizza this week, so I don't want pizza again. I might order some chicken tenders. Okay. Ugh, not the Souls of the Damned either. I'm trying to watch my weight. I guess a lot of my salt is coming from the fact that, like, for those who don't know, the heater in my house is broken. And it's late October. It's not warm anymore. Poor Deacon behind me, like, even though he's in his heat lamp, it's cold enough that he's sleepy. Probably gonna have to find someone to babysit him until our heater's functional again. World's widest fucking hitbox on these things. Right. Forgot about that. I pressed jump! Apparently I'm hitting buttons so I'm so good at hitting buttons at the same time. The input gets confused, and it doesn't read the jump input. Hey Thorn, hope you're having a good one today. Mute. Okay. Whoops. See, they place theme of Simon Belmont there because, like, once he's in that form, he's free. Oh, God. I do not like Castlevania IV. I think they made this game wrong as an error. But at least it's done. Anyways, I'm gonna set up the raid out. Tomorrow is going to be the Castlevania Judgment tournament that I really haven't been hyping up. Apologies, but it's gonna be great. Okay, bud? I know, I kind of got your whole setup. I think you'd be a little bit smarter not to just launch yourself, my dude. Let you do your thing. You can go ruminate, bud. Sorry, I got distracted by Deacon. What a game, I says. What a game. Oh, it's really easy with the blinks that I've given Laha. In fact, you don't really have to do anything. You can have other people. You can't even give me any more. Look. Ugh. Alright. I'm back. I just wanted to go get up for a moment, walk away. For the half moment. That'll do it for me. 2 o'clock tomorrow. Judgment Tournament. It's gonna be fun. That game's silly. In, like, the best way. It's Kiara's, 4th anniversary of just generally being on Twitch.television. So we can go right here. Kiara's very cool. Go give her all the support. That'll do it for me. Tomorrow, Judgment. Monday, some Castlevania. Probably Chronicles Monday morning, if I'm up and awake for it. But yeah, that'll do it for me. I'm gonna go figure out what the hell I want to do for dinner.
Okay, I'm pressing the funny button. Goodbye. Thanks for sticking with me as I lost my mind to this video game. Ah!